Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I thought I'd come on and do a little bit of coloring. I know I missed this past Saturday. I don't remember if I even did it the Saturday before. Pretty sure I just missed this past Saturday. I did some pet sitting for my brother, and he went on a little vacation for overnight. And that was on a Saturday. So I didn't get to do it then, but it's fine. I'll make up for it today. So we are going to color in Colors Wild by Emmanuel Collin. And I thought I would do a little bit of this page. I thought it was really cute. I'm going to be using my Polychromos. I have not used my Polychromos in a long time, so I'm pretty much nervous to try to use them because I haven't used them in a while. But I thought I would use them on this page. So let's start out. I'm going to start out with the flower. I'm going to have to sharpen my pencil, so you guys are going to have to bear with me here. I should have done this beforehand, but you know I'm never prepared. So let's get these sharpened up a little. Well, if my hand can stay on the crank, it might help. I really don't like sharpening my pencils much, but I want to have a sharp point. So, okay, there's that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using, for the flowers, coral. I think this is medium flesh. In the older, they changed it. So they changed it from medium flesh to coral, and it's number 131. And then I'm going to use the Rose Carmine 124, and then the Deep Scarlet Red number 219, and the Pale Geranium Lake number 121. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with my lightest color, which is the medium flesh or coral 131, and I'm just going to come in here and very, very lightly just color over the petals, the entire petal. See, I have to remember that I can't really treat these like I do my Prismacolors, because they're different pencils. Prismas are wax based and Polys are oil based, which I know all colored pencils have both wax and oil in them. It just depends on how much of which they have in them. And I do turn my book. Hope that doesn't bother anyone. So what has everyone been up to? We have not been up to much. We actually did get out yesterday and went to have lunch with my brother, and that was nice. The fellowship was nice. It was nice to get out of the house because we don't do a whole lot. We stay in a lot, so it was nice to get out and do that. But other than that, I don't have a very exciting life. Still trying to wait and see what's happening with my job. I don't know what's happening with my job. A little nervous about that. I'm going in a bit darker than I should. These pencils are just so pigmented. I love them. See if I can lighten my hand a little bit here. see if I can come in just a little bit too so you guys can see a little bit better. That might be a little better. I don't know. We shall see. Very lightly. I gotta remind myself I have to actually think about it. I'm more of a heavy-handed colorist. So I'm just trying to stay light here. Okay. So if you guys have this book and you want to color along with me, that would be cool. You can let me know in the comments if that's something you like to do, or even if you like to watch color alongs. I don't know. This is, I believe, my first one. I don't think I've ever done a color along before, or I don't know. Is that what they're called? Chat, color and chat? I don't even know. But yes, it's a dreary day here today. I thought it was going to be sunny, and I woke up and it was cloudy, and that was a huge disappointment. I haven't been doing well with the weather lately, the cloudy days. I've not been dealing with that too well. Okay, and then I'm just going to come in, darken up some of these, not darken up, but go into some of these darker areas with, with the Rose Carmine, number 124. I need to make some of those little color swatch cards. That way I can lay them out and you guys could see what I'm using. Maybe I'll do that for my next one. It's a lot of work, especially if you have a lot of pencils and you want to do that for each one. But I would do it. Come up pretty close to the tip. Not real close, but pretty close. About 3/4 of the way or so. Come up with this color. Okay, and you're going to do that with all of the petals. Normally I try to finish one petal at a time. Maybe I should still do that. I don't know. Yeah, I think I will. I'm just going to do one petal at a time, I think. So then I'm going to come in with my Pale Geranium Lake, number 121. Can you guys see that? Not that it matters, I'm telling you the colors. So, and what we'll do with this one is just come in, come up the side, and with each one of these, I mean, you're still using light, pressure, but each one gets a little bit harder, each color. Go ahead and finish this one too, since I got it started. Don't really have much to talk about, really. Haven't really done anything too exciting lately. So, what about you guys? What have you been up to. Last color is Deep Scarlet Red 219. Don't worry about going over the little black dots, because we'll come back in with it for those. We'll come back and get them. I just color over them because I come back in later on and get them. I want to get this tip because it's got some shadow, like a darker shadow on it. And I'm going to come back in with the Pale Geranium Lake 121. I'm just going to layer this up. We have these two geese that have decided to set up shop at our house. One of them is male and one of them is female. She has set up her little nest on our porch on the roof. So we've been dealing with that and trying to get a hold of like the wildlife. They'll never call you back. They have a number for you to text, a number for you to call. I've done both, and they don't call back. They don't text back. So we're just, I don't know what to do to get rid of the geese. She can't stay on our roof. She's going to ruin our roof. But she seems to think that she can. And they did the same thing last year, and I finally scared them off with a broom. Scared her, I guess, so bad that she didn't want to come back this year, or last year. And then I look out the window and they're back again. So, yeah. Okay, and then I'm going to use my Prismacolor white, because that's just the white pencil that is my favorite, and it is little because I use it all the time. I'm going to come back in and get some of that highlight back. Then I am going to come back in with my lightest pencil, which is the Coral 131. So I hope everyone is doing well and having a good weekend so far. We're just having a relaxing weekend, not really doing too much, just relaxing. We have to take Franny, our little dachshund, to the vet on Tuesday to have her teeth cleaned, and I don't like it because she's getting up there in age, and they have to give her anesthesia that knocks her out a little for the procedure, and I just don't like that because she's getting up in age and there's always a chance that something could go wrong. So we worry a lot about that, but we know it has to be done. Okay, so there's one. I may go back over it a little bit more to smooth it out a little more with the blender pencil. I do have the Prismacolor blender. That is my favorite one. I'm not a big fan of the others, so did I? Yeah, I did come in with this one, but let me go over it a little bit more. Okay, and then I'm going to come in with the Pale Geranium Lake 121. Oh goodness. Come up. Oh goodness. And then I'm coming in with the Deep Scarlet Red 219. And then come back in with my lightest color and just kind of go over all of those colors together. And then my Prismacolor white. Should have got one of my bigger white pencils. I just bought a huge, you know what, I didn't even put that in my haul, but I just bought a huge pack, I think of like 12 of the Prisma whites, because it is my favorite white pencil. I love it. And then I do want to come back in with this color a little bit, smooth it out. I'm sorry if I got out of frame, guys. I apologize. So yeah, we have to take Franny over there. I have to drop her off. I have to take Michael, my husband, to drop him off at dialysis, and then go straight from there and take her over to the vet and drop her off. So yeah. Alright, so I went over this leaf, or this petal already, with probably going to do one more petal, and then maybe move on to her hair. And we'll see how we do her hair. Okay, so this, we just do a light layer, or light-ish layer. Okay, then I'm going to come in with my Pale Geranium Lake 121. A little bit more pressure. Remember, like I said, with each layer, we push a little bit harder, because we're trying to burnish the paper a little bit as we go, not quite all the way, but do want to burnish it a little bit. And smooth that out a little, just lightly go over those colors. And okay, there's that one. Then I'm going to come in with my deep scarlet red, number 219. We're just going to put that along these darker areas where the shadows would be in the darkest areas. Okay, and then I'm going to come back in with the coral 131 and just kind of go over all of those colors, blend them in. I just need to remember, if it doesn't turn out, I shouldn't be nervous, because if it doesn't turn out, I don't have to upload it. So I just need to be myself. And then I come in, you know what, let me use a little bit more of the lightest color through here. And then I come in with my white and try to blend it out. Pull some of the color into the middle, but I want to try to make that look like a highlight. So I don't want to do too much. Does that look like a highlight? I think it does. I think it looks alright. And I also have my handy dandy AF matte eraser that needs a good cleaning. Let's see. Okay, I think it's clean. I've got a little bit out of the lines there. I can always come back and clean that up. And I've also got my little unicorn brush to brush away any crumbs or dust that I get from either the pencil or the eraser. I use that eraser all the time, so it is dirty. And I think I've had it for, gosh, months and months and months. Maybe 9 months. I think I got it a little bit after we started working from home, and I've only charged it once, and it wasn't even dead when I charged it. I just charged it on my own accord, so put a little more white on these petals. But I think these books are so cute for Emmanuel Collin. Alright, so there's that petal. Now I'm going to do a little bit of her hair, I think. And for her hair, I'm going to be using, I may use the cream. I'm not 100% sure, but I did get it out. So it's cream number 102, ivory number 103, Bister number 179, and walnut brown number 177. And again, I do need to sharpen. I apologize. That's not good enough. You want to have sharp points on your pencils when it comes to doing hair, because especially on this paper, because this paper, I don't know, it just seems to wear down your pencil pretty quick. It's not even like super toothy. I mean, it is toothy, but it's not bad. I love it. It can take any medium. You can just tell by feeling that it can. Okay. So for her hair, I'm going to come in. I'm going to go ahead and use the cream. Let's use the cream to go all over her precious little head. We'll just do this. Color all the way down. This is how I usually do all my hair. And it's up to you to decide where the gaps are in the hair, because sometimes you can't tell. So just go over the entire head. These flowers, I don't know, make color. I'm probably going to do a chalk pastel background. I got some of that Pebbles chalk, and I'm probably going to use that. And I'm going to see how well these work. They're pretty flexible, and they're actually pretty neat. I was going to use it for ink, but I don't know. They were my makeup brushes, but I don't wear makeup anymore, so I'm just gonna, and I've only used a big one, so, and I cleaned it off, so it should be fine. Should be fine. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do a chalk pastel background. Not quite sure what color to use though. The other background, the other page that I'm working on is a watercolor background, and I used the Gansai Tambi set that my husband got me for Christmas. Those watercolors are so nice. They're really pretty and vibrant, very vibrant colors. I think I did a video on what I got for Christmas because I think it was a late video. I didn't put it up at Christmas time. It was pretty late, but that's okay. Alright, now now I will get me a drink. One moment. Okay. I'm going to come in with my Ivory number 103, and I'm just going to color, make little pencil strokes here, little hair strokes, just wherever, you know, wherever you want them. So, making these little strokes coming out. Okay. I'm still pretty new at doing skin and hair. I'm still pretty new, actually. I feel like I'm new, but my husband seems to think that I'm not. But I feel like I'm still new, even though I've been coloring for 4 or 5 years. I don't know. Maybe I've always been one of those people, too, that can never give myself credit. Like enough credit. And I know that you're your own worst critic, but it's really hard for me to see progress. I do need to pull out some of my older books and look through them and see what kind of progress I've made. That may help. Okay, and then we're going to come in with Bister 179. and you just want to do the flick. Just flick it. And something else that I need to learn to keep doing is turning my pencil. That also helps keep your point sharp, which is something you need for hair, is a sharp point. I just think these books are so cute. These little kids' faces. They remind me a lot of The Precious Moments. Those little statues and little Precious Moments kids. They're cute. See my light flickering. It's kind of worrying me a little bit. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't need to go and buy another light. Hopefully your hair turns out. I don't know, guys. Like I said, I haven't used my polychromos in so long. It's been a while. I've been like sticking to my Prismacolors and I used my Spearfarbin. I used those on a page, but I have not used these in a while, and I love them. I don't know why I haven't. I mean, it's not been, year since I've used them, but it's been a few months. Which to me, if I don't use my pencils, I tend to forget how they work, how they lay down. And I don't know if you guys like these longer videos. I don't know. So you can tell me if you do. If you do, I'll continue to make them. If not, then I'm not going to make any more. But you can let me know if you like them. I tend to like watching them. I think they're therapeutic, just relaxing, I guess is the word that I'm looking for. Flick, flick, flick. Flick, flick, flick. Okay. Just getting in the shadows and making sure that I try to leave that highlight in there. Okay. And of course we will have to come over this again, but whether I do that on camera or not, I don't know. You guys can let me know if you want me to. If not, I can always finish it off camera. Because I don't want the video to run on too long. I don't know where I'm at right now. Looks like 35 minutes, so we'll work a little bit longer here. Because I don't know what you guys prefer. So you'll have to tell me. Make sure you turn your pencils to keep your points sharp. Like I said, I have a very bad habit of not doing that, and I need to get into the habit of doing that. Let's turn it this way a little. Almost done with this layer. Hair takes a long time. It really does. You have to, especially if you're using several different colors, and like right now I'm using what, 4 colors, plus I'll probably use a little bit of white, maybe, depending on how my highlights come out. But all you do is just flick, and you just turn your pencil to make sure that you're getting thin lines, because you don't want your lines to come out too thick. Sometimes mine do, and it still looks, you know, decent. It really depends on what look you're going for. Now we're coming in with our darkest color. Oh, and that is the Walnut Brown 177. I want to get that shadow in there pretty good. That I'm just going to kind of color in lightly, not using any kind of heavy pressure. And then I'm just going to add a few lines. Same down here. Just add some lines. And here, this part right here, I don't like, because her hair looks like it might be a little thin, you know, like a little girl's hair is. It's fine. And I'm not sure where the splits are in it, so I just kind of got to make it up myself, which that's fine, but sometimes I get a little uncomfortable with that, especially when I see other colorists coloring the same picture and theirs are different. But I mean, it's my own style, so everybody has their own way of doing it, and that's okay too. I just got I have a backup set of Prismacolors, but I saw they were on sale today. Lori on Color My World is an enabler, and I got them for $64. Can you believe that? That is the lowest I think that I've ever seen them. Ever. And the price has been going up and down all weekend, she said. And I went back and looked after I got mine, and they had already went back up from 64 to 66. So, yep, it's a good deal. It's a very good deal. So if you guys are in the market for some Prismacolor pencils, which are amazing in my opinion, I will say, I agree with everyone else. The wood, the barrel, terrible, terrible quality. I believe that it should be closed off like this. It should be capped. That would probably take care of a lot of the breakage issues that you get, because you know a Prismacolor is a very soft core pencil. If you drop it, it's going to break, and not necessarily break in half, but it's going to break the core of the pencil. What is on my fingernail? It's going to break the core of the pencil, and sometimes it can break in several places all the way through the pencil. And that's not good, because when you try to sharpen the pencil, it's just going to keep falling out. It's just going to keep breaking. So you've got to be careful with your Prismacolors. They are very sensitive pencils. And I know that I'm not saying anything that everybody doesn't already know and that everybody's not already said, but you never know. Somebody new to YouTube might stumble across this video first, so maybe, I don't know. I'm hoping to gain some more subscribers, so if you guys haven't already and you have ran across this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up if you like it, and subscribe. Click the subscribe button and click the little bell, and you guys will be notified whenever I upload a new video. And that would be very kind and very appreciated. How is it looking to you guys? Is it looking okay? I mean, all here is really just a bunch of lines. A bunch of thin lines. It's pretty much all it is. You just, and make sure you leave your highlight in there. You know, highlights in little different places, and it looks good. That part looks a little messy. See if I can get it straightened out. Okay, and then I'll come back in. I'm not going to come back in with the cream. I feel like that's a little yellow. But I'm going to come back in with my ivory and kind of try to blend things together and smooth it out. And then I'm also going to go over it again with the Bister. Just try to blend everything together a little here. to make it look a little more smooth, like hair. And for this part, you really don't have to have a sharp point, so you don't have that to worry about. Let's blend this part together as well as we can, because it got a little messy looking, I feel like. I'm not in the correct, really, position to be going at this angle. So, yeah, there's that much of her hair. Maybe we'll do the rest of the hair in the next video and the rest of the flowers. But for now, that's going to be it. I don't want the video to go on too long, so alright, that's it, y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, if you did, go ahead and please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will talk to you in my next video. Alright, guys, stay safe and happy coloring. Bye.